to the moon. जिस राह भी जाऊं, तुझको ही चाहूं. हमरा अब से मेरा तू, हमरा मैं भी तेरा हूँ. दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ, लेके अपना सा तू लगा. कैसे मैं करूँ बयां, जिस राह भी जाऊं, तुझको ही चाहूं. हमरा अब से मेरा तू, हमरा मैं भी तेरा हूँ. दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ, लेके अपना सा तू लगा. कैसे मैं करूँ बयां, जिस राह भी जाऊं, तुझको ही चाहूं. हमरा अब से मेरा तू, हमरा मैं भी तेरा हूँ. दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ, लेके अपना सा तू लगा. कैसे मैं करूँ बयां, जिस राह भी जाऊं, तुझको ही चाहूं. हमरा अब से मेरा तू, हमरा मैं भी तेरा हूँ. दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ, लेके अपना सा तू लगा. कैसे
What up, though?
What the fuck
So-
going on here?
Hey, man. No profanity, sir.
No, yo,
I'm
listen.
I'm
Facebook held me
entertaining
down
this.
for 35 days. Facebook held me down. I'm out now. Goddamn, we back to basics. I'm sorry, my bad. All right, we good now.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm straight. I'm sorry.
All right.
I like the energy though.
I just took a nap.
I'm sorry.
The more you know him, the less you like him. I promise.
Hey yo, where you
You ain't.
to that?
The more I fuck around, the more I find
Never
out.
mind. I'll wait to tell you. Never mind. I'll wait.
Wait to tell who?
No, don't wait. Let it out, my boy.
I was gonna tell her she ain't gonna be shit till she get fired. That's what I was gonna do.
Oh yeah, I find people all day.
Facts.
He fired people for nothing.
No,
Can't fire me though, my boy. I got a contract.
shit.
I'm under contract.
You can't
Where
find
that
me.
shredder at? Somebody hand me that shredder.
He been fired twice already. I don't know what the hell he talking about.
So today, the main topic of the day is gonna be modern versus traditional men and women, right? So my thing is a lot of talk has been about men and women. So I mean, shit, why not add a story about it? But before we get into the topic, we got BJ up here with current events, correct?
Oh, I guess so. Yep. Current events. All right. So, I didn't read. I meant to do my research about it, but I took the kids to the snowball stand instead. So that's my fuck up. But
Priorities.
yeah, listen. It was a nice warm day too. Sure, they got this new warhead flavor. They put the little sour spray on it too. Sure, but don't worry about that. If you pay attention to the shit, right? The guy who made Cash App was stabbed to death. I mean, yes, Cash App. Yes, Cash App. He was stabbed to death. The next day, the government released this new app called FedNow, and somebody told me, I don't know how true it is. Now they want you to use that because they're trying to get rid of cash and shit like that. So, you go buy something off Amazon. Instead of you buying it from Amazon, it goes to FedNow, then goes to Amazon. Like they're trying to filter your money out. Like, and and that's why.
No, they trying to tax your ass. That's what they trying to do.
So if you
That's
only
why
give
they killed.
government
That's
money,
why they killed them. That's why they purposely killed the motherfucker that did Cash App,
so
because they can't
now,
tax that motherfucker.
if you're trying to buy some off Amazon and you owe them some money, is they gonna take your shit?
Yes. And cancel what you trying to buy.
I don't owe Amazon
you
money.
owe $73.92, but this is $69, so we're gonna take that 69 and cancel this. You don't need that.
I'm an old school dude. If I can't afford something, I just leave it in the basket. I don't know about anybody else. Right now, if I ain't got the money for it, you know what I mean? You might see something on Amazon, you want like some crazy headphones, they $200, so you're like, I'll wait.
I'm just scared that one day I'm gonna check my digital bank and it's gonna say $0. Like,
that's why
I understand. Like, it's so easy to get hacked. It's so easy for the system to crash. Like, it's so many different ways that could go wrong, and they trying to get rid of the cash. And I understand. You know what I mean? Like,
so have you? Not to cut you off. I apologize. Not to cut you off. I apologize. But I had a question before I lose my train of thought. Did y'all see the new Zelle scam that they doing?
No, I don't use Zelle, sir.
Listen,
I do. Wait a minute. Let's hear
so
this
what they do is, right, they figure out who your people is somehow, right? They will Zelle them a lot of money out of your account, right? When that person be like, hey, did you mean to send me 6 bands? And you be like, bitch, hell no, give me my motherfucking money back. When they go to Zelle it back to you, it don't come to you. Because they done hacked your shit and changed your phone number and all of that. So that shit go to whoever they set it up as. So be careful with that Zelle shit. And then they'll call you. It'll say they'll spoof the number and everything, and it'll come up as the bank. You will swear to God it's your bank. They are professional and everything, asking you for your information. But see, what people forget is your bank is not gonna call you directly. Only thing they will call you and say is about a fraud, and that's it. They're not gonna call you and talk to you. Yeah, they're not gonna call you and ask you no questions about what's your number or nothing. Don't answer no questions if they call you.
You got people to call you, be like, "Can you hear me?" And you soon as you say yes, they got your voice recorded saying yes. They gonna run this shit up.
Yeah, as soon as I like when it's a random number, I just pick it up and listen. But I got stalkers too, so I just just sit there and listen. Somebody gonna say something. It ain't gonna be me.
You gonna sit there and listen to a motherfucker breathe?
Yeah. They gonna say hello eventually. I mean, really.
That's a different level of petty. I ain't gonna
that's a different level of crazy.
Like when I answer,
how many men have you caught pocket dialing you?
I'm sorry, what?
How many men have you caught pocket dialing you saying some of the wrong shit?
How many men have pocket dialed me saying the wrong shit?
Yeah, like they just called you out their pocket and they said the wrong shit, but you sat there and you listened to the whole thing anyway. Or they thought they hung up and they didn't. So you just stayed there, you put yourself on mute and you just stayed there and listened, put it on speaker.
I mean, that happened when I was younger. That hasn't happened to me lately. It's like,
Aaliyah Boston went number 1, Dennis.
That's back in the day when you used to call on a 3-way and you didn't think they answered and you be talking shit about them and then they be like, hello, and then y'all got to fight at school the next day. Those are those eras.
I knew Aaliyah Boston was going number 1, but I knew it. That's my daughter.
There you go with the bullshit. All right, Ron, what's up, short? All right, last one. I'm sorry, Carlos. Last one.
No, you good. You good.
Because I seen this the other day and I read the first 3, and then after that, I was like, nope, we're gonna wait to the show. What in the fuck is this?
Yeah, I think that Fed now. That is so they can tax the shit out of it.
No, they just trying to keep up with everything that's going on.
Because they know there's some strippers out there making some money on Cash App.
This motherfucker said the strippers.
The strippers make the most money on Cash App.
But see what fucks me up is like that's how me and my wife transfer money back and forth in our household. So how can you tax what a wife or a husband send each other? Like that don't make sense to me. It just don't make sense to me.
But they're gonna tell you y'all should have just transferred. Y'all should have wired each other through each other's banks. That's what they're gonna tell you.
Don't tell me what the fuck to do with my money.
See, that's what they're doing, sir. What the you think Fed now is? tell you what the fuck to do with your money.
I mean, I
Now
thought they were trying to tax anything over 500 or flag it or something over $500 anyway.
Yeah, they try and stop everything, but it ain't really working. All right, so
oh shit, here we go.
yeah, by age 21, you should be smart enough to realize this: your 9 to 5 is someone else's passive income. Finding new ways to make money. Agree or disagree? Right?
Yeah, you know that.
Agree.
Don't agree. All right, number 2.
What's up, Coach D?
Porn and masturbation. Hold on. He said Dennis. Like it ain't 17 people on this. You know what? Hold on. Porn and masturbation are the
Wait a minute. Pause. That's a little spicy putting all them S's on there though.
Porn and masturbation are the greatest killers of success. It will stunt and destroy your brain.
I highly disagree with that one.
Right.
Wait, masturbation?
Yes.
I can see how they say porn is, but I don't get the masturbation part. But I just gotta say porn is because the sex you see on pornos is not the sex that you having at the house. So I understand.
You do when you do have an orgasm, like you do. Don't you like the blood flows to your bottom of your feet or some shit like that, or like doesn't the blood? Like,
well, if you listen to the Kevin Gates theory, he said if you don't come, it goes back upside and clogs your brain up. Like, that's I don't know if it's true. Like,
no,
I don't know.
I'm not mature enough to practice semen retention. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So number 3 says, don't take advice from people who are not where you want to be in life.
No, that is false. That's false.
I don't agree with that.
Because some of the best advice you will get from a motherfucker who far surpassed everything you ever wanted in life and lost it all. They can absolutely teach you what not to fucking do so you don't end up like them.
Sure. It depends on the advice. That's my thing.
Hit my Cash App if you want a shout out.
Sir.
Period.
Number 4, no one is coming to resolve your problems. Your life is 100% your responsibility.
Facts.
Yeah.
Number 5, if you find someone who is smarter than you, work with them. Don't compete.
Absolutely.
Facts.
They need to say that in relationships. That's what they need to say that shit.
No, you know what? Competing in a relationship is crazy. That shit makes no fucking sense.
No fucking sense. Your success is his success, and his success is your success.
All facts.
All right, this the one that's gonna fuck everybody up. Weed has 0 benefits in your life. Blunt will only slow your thinking and lower your focus.
Facts.
I don't know, man. It depends, man.
I don't smoke.
Depends what type of smoker you are. Like me as a weed smoker, I do it occasionally, and I can't be nowhere where I'm smoking weed and I need a life or death situation because we fuck. Let me just get that out the way because
I was fucked if you was sober.
Oh shit!
No, we ain't fucked if I was sober. She's something else.
I wouldn't give you my last dollar.
Hey yo, hold on. Hey yo, Stacks, you are late. Tomorrow morning, I need to see you in my office as soon as you get in the fucking building.
Yeah, you fired now, Stacks.
What wrong with you?
We're gonna find what they say, we're gonna find you 50 cents.
All right, so number 7. Comfort is the worst and a cheap ticket to depression.
No,
but you can't be comfortable. No. You can't. I was gonna say,
I don't think comfort has anything to do with depression, but I tell you what it will do. Comfort does stunt your growth because you can't stay in your comfort zone too long because you will definitely get complacent in what it is that you're doing and you won't move forward.
I like that, sir. That's a good breakdown.
I love that. That was poetry. Let me write that down.
All right, number 8. Don't tell people more than they need to know. Respect your privacy.
Absolutely.
Yes, but you don't know that at 21, though. But yes. Oh, you ain't know that at 21. Listen, hold on. Let's be real. 21 for me was 2006. Ain't no fucking way I knew that.
You was 21 in 2006?
2006.
Hey, Carlos, don't do it, Carlos. Don't do
2006 was a wild time to be alive.
Hey, 2006 was crazy. Hey, I graduated high school in 2006. Our slogan was 2006 suck our.
All right, number 9. Avoid alcohol at all costs. Nothing is worse than losing your sense and acting a fool.
I do that sober.
Number 9 should be called drink responsibly. All right? If you know your ass ain't good for too many drinks, put the fucking bottle down. That's what the fucking should be called. Now, me at 21, I can drink like a motherfucker. It's a whole different situation. I can finish a bottle at 21, and we can still be, and I can handle life with that situation.
I made a lot of bad decisions at 21 off the alcohol.
Let me tell you something. I vividly remember me being on a sidewalk, laying down in Mesa, Arizona, with a bottle of Everclear on my 21st birthday.
Who said Everclear?
Everclear.
Oh.
All right, number 10.
A dumbass 21-year-old. That's my point.
Number 10. Keep your standards high. Don't settle for something because it's available.
At 21, you don't even understand for real.
Man, I'm gonna have to say, not me at 21.
That just made my stomach.
Let something below my standards walk by with a big butt. Shit.
He said below my standards.
Below my standards walk by with a big butt. She was getting it.
That's a standard though. That's still a standard.
No.
That is still a standard, unfortunately.
All right, 11. The family you create is more important than the family you come from.
Not always.
Listen,
if you got a trash ass family like I do, then
no, you know what? That ain't that bad. I might
the SamzSportz Network is my family. No, that's a lie. I don't even fuck half you motherfuckers. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie like that. Dennis cool. Carlos got his good days. See, Stacks just walked out the door. He knew I was really talking about his ass.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you though. Number 12. Number 12. That is me. I ain't
we ain't get that. Relax.
I'm like, how you skipping ahead?
All right, now number 12. Since train yourself.
Let Dennis read it. Since this is the one he wants.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dennis. Read it out loud, sir.
Train yourself to take nothing personally, to save yourself from 99% of the mental problems.
What is that? Break that down for us. Us, Dennis.
Like when you've been at the job and you know that they're trying to fire your ass, no need for you to sit there and pitch a bitch about it. Fuck the fuck up.
Just
before they can fire you. Fuck them.
No, don't clock out, because if you clock out, you.
No, I ain't clocking out. I'll let them fire me, but you already knew it.
There you go. Let them fire you.
You
can get that check.
Right. You sitting there crying about the job. It's a motherfucking job. They got put. Okay, another thing. This is another thing that people be getting me, but just be like weird to me. They be like, "Oh, I ain't messing with nobody I work with." Why the fuck not? That job gonna fucking let you go the minute they fucking go bankruptcy. Why the fuck not? You think they care about you? Hey, Jimmy, we gonna keep you because you ain't fucked none of the girls here. No, fuck you, Jimmy. You should have fucked some of these girls here.
If you don't fuck anybody at the job, let it be your boss. I'm not fucking nobody to make the same amount of money. You gotta work up. You gotta work smarter.
So you telling me you could possibly lose the love of your life because he at the same level as you?
I just don't want to fuck somebody in the same. Yeah, I don't. I'd rather fuck up.
It's hard to find a love of your life out there.
You gotta move
keep
up.
Doing all these. You keep cutting all these corners. You keep cutting all these corners. You're gonna be stuck with loose dick Larry. That's what you're gonna be stuck with. He gonna be at the house.
I've never fucked none of my coworkers, but I've also been self-made for a long time. But I've never fucked with none of my coworkers ever.
Okay. Just saying.
You lose dick Larry giving it around to all your goddamn coworkers.
Here we go.
I'll be right at the house.
That's why your ass
drinking.
Like loose dick Larry
Drinking-
going around fucking everybody on break.
Be right at the house drinking your Capri Sun. Never
Did you say bitches be going back to work with the squid puss?
Tripping.
Shit. All right, Carlos.
All right, so here we go. So again, today's topic is modern versus traditional men and women, right? So we got a couple definitions that Google say it is, and in my opinion, they go kind of crazy. So we're gonna start with traditional. What Google say traditional is, Mr. Sports?
You waiting on me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You Zordon, nigga. We waiting on you.
Oh, watch him
We
out.
can't be waiting on sex. We waiting on Iron Man.
There you go. So a traditional masculinity is characterized by instrumental personality traits such as aggression, self-affirmation, social dominance, and lack of consideration for others.
Damn.
It gets deep. It gets deep. But the thing about it is, I agree.
Yeah, it's just dog eat dog world.
Think about who y'all granddaddy was. If y'all knew y'all granddaddy, think about who grandpop was. Pop Pop was a dog. Yes or no?
Pop Pop was a dog, but Pop Pop had another family down the street.
My granddaddy ain't move like that.
No, mine didn't even.
Mine did.
Thank you. High five.
One of my grandpops did. The other ones did.
Shit, granddaddy walked in
Let
the
me tell
room.
you something.
Everybody got silent. Like,
let me tell you something about my granddaddy, right? My granddaddy is such a dog. To this day, I am 35. He is like 89, I think he is now. And I still don't know shit about my granddaddy.
But you know, that's deeper than just being a traditional man. That's also like generational secrets. Like the decades before, our parents were solitude as fuck. They didn't discuss certain shit. Like,
right, but see, that's
knew.
tradition. That's tradition still. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
that's
knew.
Still tradition.
Yeah.
If something happened in the house and they needed to find Grandpa, they knew where he was at.
They knew where to go get him. Grandma be like, go down there and get him from the spot. He down there at the gambling spot. He at the liquor store. He's somewhere.
Actually, I used to be at the gambling spot with my grandpa. I used to be at the speakeasy with him.
For real?
Yeah, me and my grandpa went to the speakeasy together. The lady that ran the speakeasy, I didn't know who she was until I got older. Because when I seen her, I was like 3-4 years old. When I got older, she was sitting on the porch one day. She was like, "Oh, there go Boo Boo." I was like, "Don't nobody call me Boo Boo, my fucking grandpa." She was like, "Yeah, he used to be over here at the speakeasy with your grandpa." I said, "Get the fuck out of here. This is crazy."
Just because grandpa was babysitting don't mean he ain't gonna finish his day out. Shit, you
right? Damn sure is. They had a whole section for me on the side with a TV, food, fucking juices, and anything else I need.
Everything you need. So traditional. So we all agree that traditional men are basically people who keep secrets and do what the fuck they want to do. Correct?
Exactly.
And
don't give a fuck about nobody else.
Wouldn't say it that hard,
I didn't say all that, but goddamn,
grandpa really didn't give a fuck about nobody else. I really gotta laugh at that shit. Like he really would talk shit about everybody that came through the
crib. But mind you, these are Google definitions, right? All right.
Yeah.
So traditional women.
Oh shit.
Let's hear it.
Woo. But can't wait to hear this one.
I was ready to say, why the fuck is it not moving?
Traditional woman, or a true woman, according to this idea, we're supposed to possess 4 cardinal values: piety, purity, domesticity, and submissiveness.
Hold on, wait a fucking minute.
Oh Lord.
That is traditional.
The idea revolved around the woman being the center of the family. She was considered the light of the home.
She is. I have to say that is truly a traditional woman.
Yeah.
Because your grandpapa will let you know in a minute. You better go ask your grandma.
Hey, my one thing I do remember my granddaddy used to tell us as a kid: don't fuck with my wife.
Yo, he be dead sick.
because if you fuck with my wife, she gonna fuck with me, and then I'm gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
And it's like, granddaddy, you gonna fuck me, granddaddy? Get the fuck out my face. You know what I'm talking about. All right, you right.
Get the fuck out of here. What's wrong with that? Oh, then he get mad at you, right? Like, what's wrong with that boy? Fuck is wrong with that boy?
Hey, I swear that boy retarded. You know how granddaddy used to fuck.
Right, yo, that's your grandma. What's wrong with that goddamn boy? No way in there.
All right,
they told that motherfucker I graduated. That motherfucker graduated.
Now I will say, I don't know what piety mean. Can somebody look up what piety mean? Hey Google.
I thought it was hate spirit.
I don't know what piety
The quality of being religious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, purity, I don't know, because the milkman was doing numbers back in the day. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not dealing with you.
Am I wrong?
Loose legs, Lucy.
But you know,
am I wrong?
About supposedly back in the day, like no one ever really said anything about it. That also goes back to them generational secrets. No one ever discussed
Exactly. And then you get older and they start telling their secrets about how grandma done got caught with an old dude up the street and grandpa chased him down the street with his little 38.
Nah, that's when you find out your fucking Uncle Victor and you was wondering why he don't look like you was wondering why he don't look like nobody in the fucking family. And your grandma did some old dirty shit. She named his ass Junior. Ain't
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe started back in these days right here.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so we got. So let's move on to a modern man.
I thought we did modern. Oh no, we did traditional.
It's traditional, yeah.
Hold on.
The top qualities of a modern man include being affectionate, doing their fair share of the cleaning, and being vegan. According to a recent study, the study of 2,000 adults by Wilkinson Sword revealed that the signs such as being environmentally aware, taking pride in their appearance, and standing up for a cause.
I'll
tell you something.
This
is Google. He gotta be vegan. Clean meat.
Crazy.
Nigga tripping. I've never.
No, I understand why they put the vegan thing in there though, but
why?
Because a lot of older men are going vegan or they juicing. Like a lot of them are doing it. Like they go. If you ever notice, if you talk to some older men, like, hey man, your skin looking better. What you doing? I'm on this cleanse, man. That's the first thing they say.
Yeah, nigga, probably stop doing fucking crack.
I ain't never say, hold on, player. Now you put too much
left that booger sugar alone.
And who you talking to? Come on, Dennis.
Hey man, listen, I'm talking to the top crack cooker in America, motherfucker. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? You know what I mean?
I'm a man of God, baby. Don't do that.
That nigga was scrambling eggs and cooking crack in the same pot.
I told you, I learned how to cook before I knew ramen noodles, baby. Anyway, that's whatever. But yeah. Like,
I'm gonna post that one day. I know I'm gonna get kicked off the internet when I post that shit.
He has plants. He probably gardens. His pants might be boot cut. Like, it's so much more they could have put.
Right, but
vegan.
We gonna get into that. We doing just the Google part of it because the shit is funny to me. I read the shit. I'm like, wow.
I think the vegan thing had to go in there because ain't nobody eating glizzies no more. So
shit to me. I'll take me a spicy Italian glizzy, please, with mustard.
Exactly.
Yo, not the glizzy king. Glizzy.
With mustard, please. Burn it a little bit.
No, you taking burning glizzies to the face. No,
what is a
glizzy? He took a glizzy to the face with no mustard.
Oh.
But they trying to be homosexual.
Oh.
Right. and you ain't even break it. And you ain't even break it in half. You ate it straight off the bun.
Straight off the bun.
No mustard. Taking glizzies to the face.
A modern woman is anyone who is living in the now, who questions, who asks, who challenges, who stands up for her rights for others and for others. I'm
Got this
sorry.
alfalfa shit going.
Hold up, man. Hold the fuck up.
So my question is, why the fuck
Who
is
wrote this
a
shit?
modern woman speaking up for herself, living for others, and a modern man is a fucking vegan?
Because a woman wrote that shit. That's why I said, who wrote this?
Yeah, it sounds definitely feminist.
Hey, I gotta watch what I say because people already think I hate women. So,
I don't think you hate women. I just think your choice. I think your choice on what you wanted to argue about was just weird. That's all. That's just me.
So do y'all think gender roles even matter anymore?
yes,
No.
Yeah, gender roles matter.
yes,
No.
yes, they do.
Gender
Okay,
roles
let's
matter
start with
because-
let's start with
because there is-
let's start with the yes. Let's start with the yes.
All right, for instance, if
I'm gonna say yes because there are women out there, even if they are the breadwinner in the family, they won't let it look like that outside the house.
But that's not a gender role.
That is a gender role. She's letting him play his man role, and she's letting him go ahead and pay the bill, even though it's not his money that he's paying the bill with.
I ain't gonna lie, I've seen that before too. Like I've seen a woman slide her card to her man just so he could pay.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen
I
They'll
used
do that
to be
before
that
they leave
man.
the crib.
I used to
I mean,
be that
because
man.
honestly, most of the time, like,
Don't
she
feel
was
bad.
like she was,
to the man
and
in
like
first
the way she
fucking
explained it was like, yo, a man should always pay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit here, even if he don't got it. I'm not gonna sit here and emasculate him and make him look like I'm, you know what I mean? Like I'm like he a baby to me. Like nah, here,
Right.
take my card, you pay, you swipe. So
unless I'm
What you
mad, 'cause
think?
I feel like, girl, he not paying for this.
just go Apple Pay the shit. Boop.
What you think, LaShawn? You said gender. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sax. You wasn't done. Go ahead.
Yeah, but for me, gender roles is like, all right, cool. If me and my girl go out and somebody pop off at the mouth something crazy or like touches my girl or some shit like that, like the wrong way, I'm supposed to punch him in his mouth, right?
Nah, you supposed to shoot him in the face.
Well, come on, bro. You trying to get a
Oh, man. It's the last show.
With the glizzy?
With the glizzy,
a different glizzy.
that's not a glizzy no more.
That's
That's
a
not even
Glock.
a glizzy no more.
We're talking Glocky now.
No, but you're
you're right.
Like
You're
supposed to offer that type of protection.
Right.
Like
You're right.
that's a male role. That is the man is supposed to protect and provide.
Did you notice? Did you notice that in none of those definitions did it mention being a protector of a woman?
Right.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's crazy.
That's
So
mad crazy.
y'all still walk on the opposite side of y'all girls?
Yeah.
Oh, facts.
I do.
Facts.
I do.
Facts.
Yeah.
When you say
even in the parking lot,
what you mean by opposite side? Like by traffic, correct?
Men,
Yeah, by
men,
traffic. Yeah.
Women on the inside.
My grandpa told me that shit early. You know what I mean?
I'll never forget. I did that shit by accident one day, and this is when me and my wife was just dating, and we was walking down the street, and I pulled her away from the street and put her on the inside, and you should have just seen how she looked at me. Like she had just the doughiest look in her eyes, like, "Oh my god, oh, you protecting me?" And it's like, I guess I don't know.
But see the thing I don't like about it is women are walking outside purposely to make you pull them on the inside. Like
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
You know you ain't supposed to be there.
Like, yeah, get your ass on the inside.
I
So,
gotta see some of the women you be dating. Like he always got this counteracting ass story.
Me?
Yes, you. I just gotta see a picture of your ex.
I ain't been dating nobody lately.
So, LaShawn, you said gender roles don't matter anymore?
No, I don't believe that they matter anymore.
Why not?
Because like there's times like life is just such a cycle and it's so many roller coasters where like I feel like most men get depressed when they can't honor those modern roles that they were once supposed to play. So then a woman has to step out and then be all of this and still be soft. It doesn't really matter. Like as long as he's comfortable in his skin and she's comfortable with what the position is, it does not really fucking matter.
So I got a question.
You saying that you?
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So you at a club, right? Some dude touch your ass, but you came with somebody, came with a dude, and he just looked like,
sir.
I mean, if he, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this young lady right here.
Don't tell me she got a knife in her cheek.
She is 4'11".
I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying she not going to fight, but I'm saying for the principle speaking, you expect somebody to step. You expect them to be like, "Hey, yo, what's up with you?" At least something.
I mean, just off of the incident, him touch my ass. If I'm with my dude and he's like far away from me, because
right there, he right there on you. Fuck it, right there, right next to you.
Hip to hip, y'all hip to hip. Y'all hip to hip, and he palm your shit.
Straight in his face and do it. Disrespect. He drunk.
I mean, I would say something, and then he would.
What about the conversation?
But I like different types of men, so they're mostly like very protective of me anyway. So he would probably spaz out, and it'll just be a whole thing. Like,
that's not. I'm asking you, what if he didn't?
If he didn't do nothing?
Yeah,
I probably would not.
I mean, we got a problem at that point.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I wouldn't be slighted. I wouldn't be like, "Oh my God, you were supposed to beat him up." I'd be like, "You see that pussy ass nigga?"
Quit fucking lying. Quit lying.
Quit
lying.
I wouldn't have.
Oh, so she on here lying? Oh, that's why she think I'm crazy. That's why she think I'm crazy, because she on here lying. Oh.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I was wondering why. I was like, I gotta see the movie.
Let me tell you something.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Somebody touch your wife, right? What's gonna happen? It's gonna be the corral in that bitch, ain't it?
You gotta fight. That's it.
Nigga, I'm hitting the floor.
Django.
If I see Los go to his car, or even nigga, I'm out of there.
Come
on.
We going to the car? What?
This nigga count bullets. Look, we got a bullet on him. Are you kidding me?
Sometimes the punishment don't meet the crime, you know.
Man,
I would. It's not that.
Listen,
like,
you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't let the lion out of cage and then be like, "Yo, you OD."
I wouldn't be.
You can't do
like,
it.
Disrespect is disrespect.
Yeah.
Like, you might not look at it a certain kind of way, but you got to understand on a primal level, that's some bullshit.
That's a check.
Because I mean, but if we're
okay, vice versa. Not to cut you off, I apologize, but let me ask you this: vice versa. A woman touch your man dick in your face.
In your face.
In my face.
Look at you like, oh, what you doing, honey? What's up?
I would drag her ass, but
exactly.
I would drag her. I would immediately be like, "Bitch, what?" And like,
exactly.
But then he's gonna be like, "Yo, you ain't have to do all that." Nah, you can't. You can't let that tiger out his cage and then be like, "Yo." Get mad when he mauls somebody. Like, nah.
No. That's not gonna work. So gender roles, I feel like.
But
I
that's
think
not
what
a gender role. That's territorial.
It is.
It is a gender role. Protection is a role.
But that's also territorial a little bit.
Yeah, you protect.
No. Territorial. I feel like territorial is more like if a dude try to holler at my wife and I go fly off the fucking handle and get the whooping his ass. Then that's territorial.
Yeah. Okay.
We talking disrespect.
Yeah.
Like look you in your
just like how is it okay for you to drag a bitch for touching your man dick, but it's not okay for him to stump a mud hole in this nigga head for palming your booty?
That it wouldn't be okay. I was saying if he didn't like try to shoot him, I wouldn't be like, oh my God's a pussy. I wouldn't say that. Because honestly,
so I got a question.
Yeah.
So you out in public, y'all at the bar. Let's say you walk away from your girl as a perspective. You walk away from your girl and the man come up and try to talk to her. What's supposed to happen? Are you supposed to be like, yo, that's my girl? Or you allow her to turn him down and let him walk off, and keep it forward? I'm
gonna be all the way funky with you, right? If a man walk up to my wife and I see it, I'm gonna let her do her thing, because what I understand about women is it ain't even the fact that she wants another man's attention. but the fact that she can still attract another man's attention makes her feel good. And if that make her feel good, who am I to rain on that parade? Fuck it. That nigga like how you look. Go ahead, turn him down, and let's walk up out of here together with my hand on your booty.
Let me add on to that. Like, if your girl look like anything, nigga, like, she's supposed to get shot, you know what I mean? Shot at her. Like, that's just
bang, bang.
At the end of the day, I would sit back and be like, I'm gonna sit back and watch. All right, cool. She dubbed his ass. All right, cool. It is what it is. I'm not gonna sit there.
It's vice versa. I'd be like, who is this?
No,
women do that. Territorial. Territorial.
Not territorial as fuck.
Hey, no. Funny story, right, y'all? Listen, back in like 2014, 2015, something like that, right? Me and my wife, we was dating at the time. We walk into the video store when you go rent DVDs and shit like that, right? And the little chick up in there, I guess I had a ladybug on my shirt or something like that.
Oh,
the little bitch.
Oh shit.
The little bitch got to swiping on my belly like, oh, you had a bug on you, my man. My wife said, hey, what are you doing?
I can get the bugs off him.
my super stupid goofy ass is I guess I ain't know. I thought everybody was gonna eat the chips. I don't know.
Your wife was like, oh, so you just out here letting bitches touch you?
Facts. You just let her exact words was, so you just letting bitches touch my belly now? Okay. Word.
Yeah. You saying they're stuck on stupid.
Right.
Now for the next couple days.
Everybody, it's not just like my nigga. Like, it's my friends too. I'm very like dominant like that. Like,
so on to the next question, right? Which are y'all? I'll start. Me myself, I feel like I am a traditionalist I'm a modern man with traditional values. Meaning basically like I don't mind picking up the check. I don't mind paying the bills, doing yard work, taking out the trash, all that shit. I don't mind doing the shit that men are supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also modern in the sense of, well, I don't know. Am I more? Because I don't like doing dishes.
You are traditional.
I don't like doing dishes.
You traditional as fuck.
Am I?
I ain't got no problem. I do the dishes. I'm cool with that.
But
I ain't doing no dishes.
I love that about you. I mean, no, you're not traditional. I mean, you're modern. You're modern as fuck. Sorry.
Who, me?
Right. Yes.
You're a vegan.
Oh, I'm not a.
This nigga said you're a vegan.
I got a fucking pepperoni pizza right here that goddamn change your mind.
It's vegan. It's vegan pepperoni.
Like, that's in the way, and I can see like when y'all interact, you're very like composed. Like, you're always very calm and cool until some shit pop up, and then you be traditional as fuck. Like, I gotta do this for my wife. Like,
fact. And that's why I said I'm a modern man with traditional values.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I can go either way.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish I was more traditional, to be honest, but I'm modern. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have a whole lot of representation as a kid. I wasn't raised by what a real man is supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the shit that I know, I learned as I went along.
Crazy shit, right?
Yo,
facts.
Say that shit again, bro. That's literally
poetry.
Like, when it came to it, me and my girl was having the same conversation, and I told her, like, yo, a lot of shit I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't raised like that. Like, you know what I mean? My family was fucking, women who got over on men. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
that probably kind of embedded in you certain shit that make you look at women a certain kind of way,
bruh. But again, that's why they think I hate women and shit. But whatever, I guess. But when it comes down,
you gotta let that hurt go though. You can't hold on to that.
It's not even that. But so it hurts you, right? All right, so that's the equivalent. I always put out this equivalent. If I tell you, yo, that stove is hot, right? and you still put your hand on you, burn your shit. You gonna forget, or you gonna put it back up there because you forgot, because you let it go? No, you ain't gonna do it again because you understand it affected you. Like there's a lot of things that I forgave, but I'm not gonna forget none of it because I know I've seen. I used to be the nigga fucking niggas chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like let that sink in.
So to answer the question, you're super modern. You're very modern.
I'm not.
Hey, Stacks, I ain't mad at you for that, Stacks.
I'm only modern when it comes to my way of thinking. But at the end of the day, like if I do want to be the dude that pays the bills and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact I've seen women are multipliers. If you got the right one,
facts,
right one. If you put 1,000, she's coming back with 10. You give her 10,000, she's coming back with 100. I done seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've also seen women who are fucking dividers. So therefore, you know, you got to know who you with.
I think women who are subtracted. You talking about dividers? I seen women who are fucking subtracted. God.
Lashane, what are you?
I'm a cohesive mix of both. I'll make a house a home. I'm not that pure. I'm not religious. None of that. But like, yeah. So I'm not none of that. But I'm a cohesive mix. I know how to make a house a home, be a family woman and all that. But I like to have drinks and do ball head shit with my homegirls on weekends. So
you go to brunch?
No ball head hoe shit this weekend. Okay.
Huh?
Cool.
No ball head hoe shit. That's crazy.
I mean, I could be the ball head hoe and your wife can still be your wife. And that's fine.
Right.
Birds of a feather flock together.
But that's not all the way. Carson, let me just say this. That's not all the way true.
So you mean to tell me your woman come home and tell you she just watched 5 of her homegirls line up and suck a dick, and she the only one that sat there and ain't suck no dick.
Hey, it ain't gonna be 5. It ain't gonna be 5. She ain't gonna never tell you. She ain't gonna never tell you that it was more than 2. Let me get that out of the way. All right. If it's 6 girls, fucking Creisha and Lil Bisha, little nasty asses, they suck dick at the strip club.
Hey,
that's what you gonna tell you.
I'll tell you like this.
In a group of 5, no way. So
in the words of my grandmother, I ain't never seen a crow that quacks. If that, I ain't never seen. So if your crew is them, you them.
No, but they got listen. If you ever seen a girl chat, right? You ever seen this little girl when they go on their girl trip? There's always one super hoe, and there's one regular hoe.
But
and
and then there's a mom. There is a mom of the group, but she also
there's a mom of the group, and she ain't fucking nobody. She paid for somebody else. She paid for the super hoe to be there.
That's cap. I done cracked all the quiet ones.
Big hat, sombrero.
Here you go, speaking from her again.
It's not her.
I can't sit there. Saying that.
That's me cracking the quiet ones.
Not all girls. First of all, girls don't like girls that can like. Girls don't like the same type of girl. Like I don't like.
No, that's why they got. That's why they got a group.
All my girls are honestly like real traditional type of women. They all have great values or great business women. They're married, all that other kind of stuff. Because that's who I need my relationship advice from. I don't need to be hanging out with a whole bunch of gutter butts.
I have a question.
Hold on. So you wouldn't take a relationship advice from a girl that's not married?
No, I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying I don't have a whole bunch of friends like that. Most of my friends are friends that I've grown up with and I've known for years. So they've gotten married, you know, and that does not make them like a bad friend or nothing.
Do you have a group?
I don't a whole bunch of girls to be.
She got a group chat that she in.
I'm asking.
There's absolutely a group
chat, and that's his wife and my gay homie, and that's just us.
So there's a group chat. Yes, right.
It goes down in that, and it goes down in that group chat.
It always do.
Can we see it? Can we see the group chat?
Nope.
No, they can't let you see the group chat. They talking about.
That's how I know. That's how I know it goes down in that motherfucker.
We share recipes, like.
Nah, that's what y'all. Oh, we should be able to see. I want to learn how to bake pumpkin pie.
We are. I'll bring it up.
I ain't never had no fucking pumpkin pie. Kick ass.
Brandon, what are you?
Like pumpkin pie?
Mr. Sports, are you a traditional man or are you a modern man?
No, I'm a day by day man.
Man, he's
that's how we go.
The way he be going off on
so
his
you a
kids.
vegan? So you ain't no vegan. You had a glizzy on your plate.
A ham just now.
Right, you just had a glizzy on your plate the other day.
I don't know the way BJ be going off on his kids, yo.
Yo,
that
don't put that bad.
The fear they be having in their voice.
Our kids ain't scared of me.
You crazy, bro? I be hearing you. Hey, what the fuck? Yo, go clean this shit up. I'm like, God damn,
right?
Bro.
That's it. That's how you talk to.
Hey. He is definitely the daddy off Good Times for sure. He's a mix between James off Good Times and Joe Jackson. It's a cohesive mix of James off of Good Times and Joe Jackson. That's BJ.
When BJ says hold up, the shit's about to get real. And this is exactly how it goes. I can hear because we play Xbox all the time and shit. So I hear him out here, a door open, he'll go, hey, what the fuck? Who the fuck? Hold up. And then he lays it. Yo, who the fuck?
Y'all lying like shit.
Everything is Yo is everything in fucking Baltimore. Yo.
I'm lying?
Did you see Yo over there? Yo.
Don't get on here and start lying, Stats.
I'm lying, BJ?
All right,
All right, brother.
Y'all niggas wild.
All right, brother.
So that ain't how that go, BJ? How
That's
it go?
Exactly how this nigga
I'm standing here live on April the 10th, 2023, telling you y'all motherfuckers some liars.
So how do it go? Right. How do it go?
It don't go like that. It don't go like that. We have love and respect around this goddamn house.
All right, so that brings me into the last question, right?
I might have to give you that when you talk about the baby. When you talk about the baby, I'll give you that.
So that brings.
That's the only one you don't cuss out.
Shit, equal rights around this motherfucker.
so that brings me into the last question though. Like, how does your chosen path affect how you raise your children? Because we all know children pay attention to everything we do and say, even when we say shit that we don't say.
What they know about that daddy?
About what?
What they know about that daddy?
Oh.
Okay. I don't know. So how do it affect how you raise your kids, BJ? Since you the one talking.
So I done seen it, I done do it, I done lived it. The addictions, the bad habits, the good days, the bad days, the traveling, the moving, the hungry days, the sleepless days, the cold. I done did all that shit. And I tried.
Hold up.
So y'all know the show live. Y'all running.
So LaShawn, you got
look. Prime example. Look at it. Yo.
Hey.
Have a seat.
Nah, don't do that.
Have a seat. They want to ask you some questions about how I treat y'all here.
Blink twice. Blink twice. Blink twice if you need help.
He'll cough or something.
He's scared. He's scared. Did y'all see BJ hit him with the knee real quick?
No, he didn't see it. That is hold up, time out. That is Tyon, right?
Look, you don't know what he's talking.
Good.
No,
I'm getting good.
You over there tampering with the witness, Yana.
Tampering with the witness.
Tyon got the.
Hey, hold on. Since we got the young man on here, right? I have a question, Tyon. Please answer it to the best of your ability. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have a hood on in the house?
I was just outside.
Why do you have a hood on in the house?
I was just outside.
Hey, Tyon, tell him. That daddy hood on in the house.
His daddy ready to come out. Ask one more.
Hey, Tyon, tell him. Zach got a hood on and he in the house. Tell him, Tyon, think fuck wrong with him.
No, he don't have his hood on. He don't have a hood on. He has his hoodie on, but not the hood on.
Telling you just outside. Fuck wrong with him.
You don't know. Okay, don't worry about it. So, LaShawn, how does your chosen path of being a cohesive mix of the two affect how you raise your child?
My child, me and him honestly just had this conversation. Me and my child are very like close knit, and we do have a lot of like real life conversations.
It's
So
just
Open
one.
dialogue is
I'm
always good.
sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't know this. Is it just one?
yeah, just one, and he's
That's,
11.
that's what's up.
So I asked him the other day because I was having like a single girl meltdown, and I was like, "What if I never get married?" So I asked him, I was like, "How would you like if I never get married? Would it have an impact on how you view relationships or whatever?" And I was like, he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, "Do you see yourself being married and having kids and making me a grandmother like one day?" And he was like, "Yeah." So I think he'll be just fine. I think he gets to see like me in both sides and gets to see like a woman being soft, but a woman also being like dominant and taking care of the household and things of that nature. So,
Hey, another
So,
question. Hold on. Another question. Do you have to be married? Like, because I see you had your meltdown. So it's like it's one of those things. Like after you hit 30, it's like, damn, I ain't married, so I ain't accomplished ish. Is it like that? Is it like a hit to
and
the?
that's another question because I asked one of my clients I had the other day. She's married and she always like my husband, and I was like, "Do you look at women that are not married as less valued?" And she was like, "No, not really." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But no, I
it's the
don't
not
think
really. It's the not really for me.
it's
That.
not.
Okay,
I don't believe her.
can I say something?
Oh shit.
Yeah, absolutely, sir.
I don't know what it's like for women, so I'm not going to speak for women. But for me, being married is one of the most important goals that I have in my life. Does that
But
mean
but haven't you? Never mind. Go ahead. I'm
I
listening.
had? Oh, yo, what happened?
Hold the flag. Where the flag at?
Let me finish.
My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yo, get off my fucking man
I'm gonna
back, yo.
let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'm asking.
You don't know what it's like. Well, Los, you know what it's like to make a pledge before God that this is your person. No matter what, through sickness and health, I got you. That is the greatest fucking feeling. No matter how
It
long it
is.
lasts, that is the greatest feeling you will ever fucking have outside of having your kids.
It is. It's
You
like
looking up
it's
at
a
a
different
person,
comfort
like,
level. It's a different comfort level.
yeah, looking up at a person and being like, don't nobody got you the way I got you, and I know don't nobody got me the way you got me. No matter how long it lasts, marriages fall apart. That's cool. And that's why men take that shit like divorce. That's why I took that shit so hard, because it was like, yo, you promised me forever.
Right.
And
I mean, I feel kind of two ways about it. My mom's a widow. She's been a widow since I was one. She never dated. She never got remarried. Or
nobody equaled up to who her husband was, because she made that
Mama,
pledge before God.
mama gotta have a life too.
Nobody
Now,
got
don't
her.
don't
and
let that
mama
fool you.
life. So I grew up, I wasn't in a broken home, but my mom did get married. She had my dad, and they made 5 beautiful kids. And he was gone by the time I was 1, and so I always seen her do everything too. So that also impacted the type of woman I was going to be, because I saw her go to work. She never called off sick. She never had excuses. Like, my mom made shit happen. So that's the type of woman I aspired to be. I am that a great reflection of who she is, and I'm the baby of all her kids. So
All right.
so to me, marriage is kind
And
of
I
like,
submit to
it's
it like
good,
that.
but then it could also be over in a blink of a fucking eye due to illness or death, and
Facts.
then the fuck what, you still have to pick up like you did before you met them.
But
But that
With
don't mean
all
don't
the,
try. That don't
but
mean. But that still don't mean don't try.
I
and what
know,
I'm going
I
to say
know.
is,
I don't not
as
try, but I also don't see that as my, like how he said, his ultimate goal. I kind of just don't see
do me,
that.
all
So
right,
what is your
do me a
ultimate
favor.
goal?
Hold on. Do me a favor. Ask your mother whenever you get a chance if she had a chance to get your father back. Would she do it?
I would not ask her that.
Ask her.
She
That was
would
very
probably
safe.
break the fuck
Stacks, what
down.
the fuck?
Ask
Yeah,
her.
I ask her
Ask
that.
her.
Big
Okay,
That's
Stacks.
a good.
so
Hey, Stack, hold on. Back.
I'm
Let me.
hold on.
Can I
I'm
go
saying
back for
that
a
to say
second?
I'm saying that to say this. The fact that she felt that love for no matter how long it lasted, that feeling you'll not like until it happens. I don't expect you to really understand. But
I ain't gonna lie. Let me put it to her like this, Stacks. Not to cut you off. I apologize.
God damn.
You want to finish? Go ahead and finish, sir.
Like you'll never really like that feeling of just that of knowing like some like I found my other person. That shit is it's a feeling like it's very what can I say that shit's like? It's like the initial feeling of you knowing you just won the Powerball. That excitement, that holy shit, that's the best way I could put that shit as.
Yeah.
So I know for me, I never have been an emotional person. Never been any don't shit affect me. I don't give a fuck. Shit I've been through, nigga. I'll fuck. Nigga, I watched Where the Crawdads Sing and cried last night. Listen, getting married.
Hey, everybody said they watched it cry, bro. I'm scared.
Listen. Getting married unlocked something in me that I didn't even know was in me. Like legit. It gives you like what my homeboy told me one time because we always playing Shy Brother.
It brought your punk ass side out, huh?
No, for real. Listen, my homeboy, he told me, he said, because I be trying to tell him, like, go holla at, you know what I'm saying, woo, woo. And he'd be like, nah. And I'm like, nigga. And he'd be like, see, the reason why you feel like that is because you got a sense of security. You can't lose. Because if she turn you down, you gonna go home to your wife regardless. And I had to think about that, like, damn, I need to quit being so pushy with him because he's right. So we play Shy Brother now. Since I ain't losing shit, I go get her number 4.
I don't like that.
Why?
That's a bad idea.
Hey, can we go back? Can I go back to the original question?
Go approach that girl himself. No.
Right. Can I go back to the original question, Stacks? Let me just ask you this, Stacks. After being married twice, you still are hungry for another marriage?
Damn.
That's why I had to throw the flag. I said, "This nigga want to get married." I've been married, and now it's like I don't think I'm doing that shit again. Really? I might be in one of them motherfucking old school long ass relationships.
That's what I want.
I might really be in one of them, and you know something? I'll go get her a ring. But I ain't going down to the courts. I ain't what I'm doing.
It's not. First off, it was the same person. Don't make it seem like it was two people. Secondly,
okay. I'm just saying it was. I'm just. We had conversations back. I don't want to make you seem like a bad guy, but I'm trying to figure out your hunger and love here.
Be transparent for sure.
I'm gonna answer it for you. Just because I married the wrong person doesn't mean my heart wasn't in the right place when I did it.
I love that for you. Wow.
Y'all gonna get together. I can see this now.
So,
you saying all the right shit to her.
I'm in a relationship. Don't do that. My girl's watching. Don't do it.
Why
would you? Dennis will get any. Listen. Don't listen to this man.
Yeah, Dennis will get you. Yeah. Don't listen.
Don't listen to I am not like even Carson. No, I'll sit around him and his wife and be like gushy. Like I love. Not saying that I will get married one day. Like, but I love. I love.
But that's when you get married. I hope you. When you get married, we gonna be there.
So we gonna
on God. It's gonna be a block party. I ain't had no wedding. I'm going straight gutter Chicago mode on y'all.
Then we gonna party. That's what it is.
Bring the pork and beans and a slab of ribs, pull up.
Like, you know something? You all right with me. I can tell you that because I ain't spending that much money on the wedding either. You all right with me?
I'm not doing that.
Right. I 100% agree with that. That's another thing.
Let me tell you something.
My homie, I got a homie. I ain't going to say his name. I don't want to say his name. I won't put him out there like that. But he told me he was having a $30,000 wedding. And I looked at him and I said, bro, how much money you expect to get back on the $30,000 wedding? He said $30,000. I said, "Oh, player, I can see this your first time getting married. You not get that. You be happy if you get 10,000 back. All right, let's get that out the way."
We expecting to get money back from the wedding.
Yeah, because people are supposed to bring. You go to it, sir. Let me get this out the way. If you're invited to a wedding, if you're invited to a wedding, you are supposed to bring a gift. Let's get that out the way.
Do courthouse weddings count?
Oh,
do courthouse weddings count?
Time out. Anybody that don't know wedding etiquette, if you are invited to a wedding, if you have been sent an invitation, if they ask you what you eat, and it say filet on that motherfucker or something else, you better bring $100. All right, let's get that out of the way for wedding etiquette. All right.
Do courthouse weddings count as well?
No, they ain't no invitation. Everybody send you no filet invitation. Filet, I said filet.
I want to. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that.
No, say it. Say it. We here now.
Like me and my longtime partner, we're gonna have amazing sex, and then we're just gonna pray like, "You are my person forever." And then we're gonna have the block party a month later. That's it. Like,
y'all not signing no paperwork, no nothing.
Or Glock.
What you need to sign paperwork for?
You said block party or Glock party.
Shit,
what I want to know is who are we signing the paperwork for? That's all I ever wanted to know.
I don't want him to sign no
To
paperwork.
make sure,
I'm not signing shit over.
I'm gonna give you the premise. I'm not saying that I agree with it, but I'm gonna give you the premise of why you need paperwork. Number one,
okay, give me the premise. You better not tell me nothing about something happened to you in the hospital.
Number one is medical insurance.
And we ain't worried about that. I can just get medical insurance with her as my girlfriend. There's nothing from the.
No, you can't.
Listen, sir. Let me explain this to you. Sir, let me explain this to you. There's nothing that you can't get from a wife. There's nothing that you can't get from a girlfriend that you can't get from a wife, sir.
Unless she's a
minor. That is a lie. That is a lie, sir. Have you ever been married, Dennis? Have you ever been married, Dennis?
Yes. Name something.
You married the wrong woman. That's your problem. Don't put that on us. Don't put that on us. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Because I dated and married. Hey, I dated and married the same woman, and I'm gonna tell you something. That's two different women.
Okay.
That is still two different women.
I got you. What did you get differently?
The sense of security.
Okay, because you signed papers, right?
The marriage certificate, yeah.
So if you didn't sign papers, you wouldn't be secure?
You talking about what papers are you talking about?
The marriage certificate.
It's different, bro. It's a different feeling. When I mean sense of security, I mean
you talk about a feeling. I'm telling you about what is it that you get differently from a girlfriend that you can't get from a wife?
You talking about physically?
Yeah, I'm talking about physical. I'm talking about something that physically, yes.
Because I mean,
when you get married, it ain't about physical.
Legally, you're like y'all are what? Ain't y'all like pretty much married anyway?
Dennis ain't shit.
Yo, y'all saying I'm not shit, but nobody got an answer. This motherfucker's back.
I am baffled because being married has nothing to do with gaining anything physical.
Hold on.
What the fuck do you want to get physical from getting married? Being married has nothing to do with physicality.
Hold on, listen.
I got you, Stacks, and I agree. Listen, I got you, Claire Carlson, and I ain't disrespecting your marriage. I'm just asking, from being boyfriend and girlfriend to being married, what was the difference?
Dennis, can you show me paperwork where you can cover your girlfriend under your insurance?
Yeah, I was.
Show me. Google some shit
I can legally show you that.
Show me.
I don't know if it was legal, but I can tell you when it happened. But I don't know if it was legal or not. But at the end of the day, if you got medical insurance, you just got medical insurance.
No, that's not how it works. When you get a job, you have medical insurance. It covers you as a single, you and your family, which is your dependents, or you, your spouse, and your family.
Okay, sir.
You get, and you.
Sir, so don't both of y'all. Sir, don't both of y'all got a job. So both of y'all didn't have insurance before you met?
Huh?
No.
Both of y'all didn't have insurance before you met?
No.
No, I had health insurance, but then when I
didn't.
That shit over.
I did.
Over.
I didn't. But see, that's some more shit.
And then I got off
that's some more shit I got
on the hers.
That's some more shit I got when I got married. Goddamn, it was a sense of responsibility because I ain't give a fuck about no fucking medical insurance. What the fuck? When I get sick, I go to the hospital.
So what you got in the partner was great for you because you actually got smarter and stopped being so irresponsible. That's what you got out of it, and that's a great thing for you and how you grew as a person. You got your better half. But all I'm telling you is you got that. Listen, all I'm saying is, on that note, you got that same better half as a girl.
Nope.
Nah. not the same.
No, so for me, I always picture marriage as a piece of paper. Like we don't need no piece of paper telling us that we together. We know we together. But as you get older and you grow and you understand life, you understand it's more than just a piece of paper. You know what I mean? That you need certain things in life. I still never wanted to get married, but then I have a son. I got a daughter now. I got to be this guy. So cool. Let's try.
Responsibility. It was the most responsible thing to do.
So what?
The first 2 years,
okay,
I didn't give a fuck.
I have a question. So what point of the relationship was like, I need her as my wife?
After the first 2 years. The first 2 years, I was still, man, I don't give a fuck about this shit. And then, I don't know what happened, because we about to come up on 7 years. Something clicked, and it just slowed down, and I started thinking about us more. Because before, it was just me and my son. Because it was just me and my son the whole fucking life, and it was that. And she kept telling me about tired of me saying that shit and all that shit. And it took me a minute to stop and analyze the whole fucking picture. So it took some time. So we got bad days, we got good days, and then we got days I just want to dig that hole and fit it in the hole and shit. But you know what I mean?
So when you first met her, it wasn't like, zing, this is gonna be my wife?
No.
I thought I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna be honest. Let me be honest here. It wasn't as soon as I met her, but like after a little while of us talking, I was like, yo, this might be the one.
Because I honestly never been in a relationship where a nigga did not propose. To be honest,
listen.
My wife and I. Time the fuck out. Hold on. Don't nobody say nothing. You telling me all them niggas proposed? You trying to tell me?
I've been proposed to 4 times.
How many boyfriends have you had?
She said all of them. So you know she gonna tell. So you know she gonna tell us 4. Facts. You know she gonna tell us 4, but I don't know if that's. You know she been lying half the show.
I feel like it's some cap coming, but okay, I'm listening.
No, I've had 4 legitimate, real relationships. And I only count that I got pregnant with my son at 20. So everything after 20, and he's 11 now.
Why did you choose not to do like not go through with it?
Damn, I gotta go down the. Okay, so my child's father.
I don't want you all out there like that.
Don't put their names out there like that. Just follow 1, 2, 3.
He wanted me to be barefoot and pregnant for my entire life. He kept trying to get me pregnant, and I wanted to run an empire, so I said no.
Okay.
The second time I got proposed to, he was a drug dealer. I didn't want to marry a drug dealer. Third time I got proposed to, he was a photographer, and I just felt like I would give more security to him than he would give to me. And then the 4th time, it just like, I didn't really see like any long-term benefit for real, other than we were just like really, really we were friends for a long time first. So I just felt like it would be just more secure for him than it would be for me.
All right. Like I'm not gonna comment on like your decision is your decision. You know what I'm saying? I respect it all the way through. But what I will say is most people, I had a conversation with my girl. Like I'm like, yo, like when did you realize like this was it? She said when I focused on me wanting to be happy rather than me being right. And so I say that to say this. The way she explained this, she's like, I want to check every single box. But I knew ultimately in the end, I was just happy being with you.
Yeah. Because, my thing on like marriage is like this person is a representation of your beliefs and your like everything. Like it has to align. And although I was dating him, I mean, I did see us eventually growing there, but I don't want to just be like, yes, I love you too. And then I know your flaws. And ideally, you're not trying to work on your flaws.
Another part of that growing together, though. That's a part of growing.
Yeah, true. And I'm flawed. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm perfect, but I'm also.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to make you seem like you're saying that, but I'm saying that.
But I'm also accountable too. So how you handle me bringing up your flaws has a lot to do with like the rest of our relationship. Like I can tell my baby,
I mean, the
he
first.
was Ike Turner as fuck. That nigga look back at me every time I say something. I be like, and you want to marry me, knowing that I have the because I'm very just comfortable with who I am. I don't want to dumb myself down to make you look like you're the man of the household. I just don't want to do that. Okay. And obviously I was just attracting the wrong men. So I just kind of been just taking a step back from that. After the fourth one, I just was like, this is just stupid as fuck.
So what made you say yes?
Carson at my last one, he wanted to propose to me. That nigga was crazy as shit.
Oh, but hold on. What made you
hold on.
He was to me,
what made you say yes?
I was his wife. I was his whole wife in his head, and that nigga was wrong and loud all the time. Like,
what made you say yes to these proposals?
No, Dennis, did you not hear what she just said? So you're fucking asking the wrong questions here.
I didn't
she said she been proposed to 4 times.
Nigga, you didn't hear that Carlos was one of them, nigga?
I said no. I said no to all of them.
No. You didn't say Carlos was one of them.
Bruh.
No,
you said Carlos knew one of them.
No.
You ain't listening.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute, sir.
You about to get Carlos.
This is my wife's best friend, sir.
Okay.
See?
Okay. That's what I was about to be like. Hold on, we can't admit that part online. Like, how we get here?
No, sir. That was not me. No.
All right. Great.
No.
I just knew one of them, and it was a problem. But I know for me, I knew my wife was the one when we was going through shit. And she was that angel on my shoulder being like, yo, relax. It's going to be all right. Because for me,
shout out to Reed.
For me, I never had nobody in my life that could reassure me, and I believe them. Like, of course, somebody will tell you like, hey, it's going to be good, bro. You know, woo, woo, just going through the motions. But when somebody actually can calm you down, like she was, whatever that lady name is on Marvel that calmed down the Hulk, like she is that for me.
Somebody calm down the Hulk? Damn, I missed that one.
I love that for you.
So when we first initially got together in 2009, neither one of us was really in a space to foster a healthy relationship. We went our separate ways. Listen, it was a wild time. 2009 was crazy. Listen,
right? 2009, my baby was 1 year old.
Listen, so
my baby was 1 year old. Now she's about to be 15 this year.
So now, congratulations to her. Now that we in 2014 got back together, we kept in touch, you know what I'm saying? We did things for each other, we talk or whatever like that. But when we made it official to be like, you know what, like let's like legit give it a shot. The first year we was together, I proposed.
Yeah, after 1 year?
After 1 year of an actual relationship, I proposed, and we got married in our second year. Or was it the third year? Something like that. But
so he done
yeah.
You know,
listen.
I'm gonna simplify it even more. When you find yourself going to the store and thinking about what the other person wants, you're kind of there. So
shit, I did that in all my relationships.
No. I mean, when it's constant.
Yeah, dog, I can't say that, Zach.
So you can when you start making plans for the future and you see them in it.
That I agree with.
Facts.
That I agree with.
Facts.
When you're
Facts.
like, I want to move to this place, and you're like, I wonder if they got the same type of jobs that my babe got here.
Facts.
Because you want her with you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when you realize.
I'm gonna tell you what did it for me. When you start going to different places, and you start seeing shit differently, and they open your eyes up to different shit. You know what I mean? Like you weren't thinking about going to no fucking wine tasting and no shit like that, but now you can't wait to go to the next wine tasting.
Man, I swear to God, I didn't even know I liked sweet red wine, but I guarantee right now I got a bottle of that shit at the house.
But hey, let me tell you what the crazy thing is, right? she scheduled us to go to one, and I was like, damn, this shit was nice. So then I went to another one. I started looking up for another one. We go to the other one. They had a DJ at that motherfucker. I said, oh shit! I want to dance with this old ass white lady. I said, damn, I'm having a good ass.
Listen, I am from the inner city Detroit, Brightmo. All my life, we moved from one end of the hood to the other end of the hood, and I ain't never heard of no shark coochie board. But I guarantee you, right now, I want me a shark coochie board with some red wine, and I'll be happy as a motherfucker with a double bacon cheeseburger and some chili cheese fries.
This motherfucker right here.
So, what?
That's just some of the things. That's just
but
you know.
But
that's
the stuff.
Like,
that's the stuff. But see, that's what I'm saying. Being a boyfriend, girlfriend, that shit don't come with that. Honestly, that shit. No, we did because we never did. We never did no shit like that when we was just boys. I think the most fancy shit that we did, we went for sushi.
That ain't fancy.
But now, what is it? 7 years later, actually 8, 9 years later.
This nigga,
the shit that
he might be on his 10th anniversary. He don't even fucking know.
No, I'm on my. No, this year makes 7 years.
Look at him. Look. He don't even know. Back this our 10th anniversary. Yeah.
But no. What I'm saying is, as a married man, it has opened the door for shit that in a boyfriend-girlfriend scene that I wouldn't have been in. I feel like being married showed me what it is to be an actual man, to have those modern or traditional values. Because in my opinion, just being a boyfriend-girlfriend is just like, that's tryouts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the free sample.
I'll give you that. Because like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Before I was married, I wasn't getting on the airplane.
You see what I'm saying?
It took my wife to get me on the airplane. Now, I'm divorced. I ain't even with my wife. Now I fly Spirit. I don't even give a fuck about like it. Before I was scared to fly. Now I fly Spirit. I don't even give a fuck.
Hey,
there's some things that my wife and I have done that I would absolutely not have done with a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I pay for it all. And I don't give a fuck. I go broke behind my wife. Absolutely will go broke. I'll spend every dollar I got to make sure she happy. But as my girlfriend, shit, how much you got on?
Yeah.
You know what's doing it for me, yo? It's the fact that, like, all of the traumas that I bring, well, I don't want to call it traumas. All of the experiences that I bring from, you know, me just being raised off survival and me bringing, like, old habits from my marriage to this new relationship and just seeing how.
We got to talk about that.
What?
I want to make sure I don't do no shit like that.
Shut up. I wanted to hear.
It's knowing how minute those shits were. Like how small they are to her, rather than my ex, which is weird because I'm not used to it. So like say I forgot to fucking do the dishes or something, right? It would be the biggest fucking deal with my ex-wife. Like it would be holy fuck.
Y'all married.
Yo, no, listen. It's not the point. The point is that it's a way that I've told her, like, yo, look, I don't like being spoke to like this, so on and so forth, and she listens.
That is absolute key. That is absolutely key.
The way she wants to engage, she engages the way I need to be engaged.
How long y'all been together though? Hold on, let's get that up. How long y'all been together?
8 months now, nigga.
No. You gotta wait a little bit. You still in the honeymoon phase. Everything gonna be right now.
Yo, there's no you think
the honeymoon stage be over within 90 days?
Let me finish.
I mean, let's just be for real.
Hold on. I got this. Do you think,
I'm sorry. You not got the
out of everything that I've been through, that there's a honey fucking moon phase, nigga?
Yes.
No.
Yes, there's a honeymoon phase. I don't know why you think you ain't gonna get it.
That shit doesn't exist in my head. That shit doesn't exist in my hemisphere. I see through the bullshit. Like I understand you're gonna send your.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, man. And I can see.
Say.
Oh shit. This is who she is. You see that
It's
shit.
the wine talking. Okay.
No, that's you.
That every relationship requires a different person. That's how we said in the last episode, results may vary. I mean, obviously you had to go through that with your ex-wife to be the man that you are now, to present yourself in a way that is cohesive for her to understand it without nagging you. So I definitely agree with what you're saying. And when you do, or marry her or whatnot, you'll be a whole different type of husband to her. The reason
I agree with that.
I didn't want to get married to these circumstantial people, because it's like, okay, you've presented me, and I absolutely love transparency. I love when people are their organic self, but I'm also like not settling to just be in a relationship with somebody to be like, I'm married now.
That's facts.
So I don't want to go through, like, I also see, like, when they propose, when y'all propose or even get prepared to propose, y'all think about y'all whole entire relationship together. Like the entirety of the relationship. And so when a man proposed, a woman thinks about all of that too. And so I'm thinking about all the times we've argued versus all the times we've been happy. And if it's not like leveling out, I have to say no.
I'm gonna have to say one thing to piggyback off of what Stack said. Mm-hmm. My wife, sometimes I do be talking shit and I tell her she don't listen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you be talking shit. You be talking shit.
But
why you turn your back before you look at him?
Because they sponsoring me. I ain't about to be down no wine company. I ain't getting paid.
Take the label.
But one thing I will say about my wife is that she is very aware of how she treats me, which makes me very aware about how I treat her. Because I am one of those kind of people. I'm gonna treat you how you treat me.
Me too. Yeah.
Flat out. I don't care how you want to be treated. If you treat me fucked up, I'm gonna treat you fucked up.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. And if that's gonna be our relationship, then there's no reason why we need to even be here.
Right. If you're not happy, I don't think you need to be no fucking weird person.
If you was a guy person, I'll be like your best man. Like, and you be like, because I'm like that.
Facts.
I've always said I've never fucked a person that didn't deserve it.
Yeah, me either.
You said you never did what?
I've never fucked over a person that didn't deserve it. Like, I was raised by the snakes, but like I also can identify when a person's a good person. I would never do them dirty. When a person's a bad person, okay.
Did you push it? Did you push it? The question I have for you is did you push your new girl off yet? I don't mean like
absolutely all the time because I'm stubborn.
What do you do to push her off all the time? What do you do?
I'm stubborn. I know it.
Yeah, I'm stubborn too. But what did you do? Like, give me an example. Give me an example that's not bad. Just give me an example that's not bad. Like, was you playing the game too fucking much and she wanted your attention or some shit?
All the time. That's another thing. Like, my ex-wife would complain that I played the game too much, but my girl now understands. Like, look, this is how I
say my wife now.
This is how I cope. This is how I cope. Like, I was raised even though I have siblings, I was raised as a single child. All I had was my video game. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think. That's how I get away from stress, so on and so forth. So she understands that. She understands that I don't need to be up under her. She could be in the same room with me playing the game, and I'll be good. And she can be on her phone doing whatever, so on and so forth. She's not going to complain. Give me attention. No, she doesn't do that. But she knows.
Listen, my wife.
But I know, on the other hand, when it's time when she goes, "Hey babe, come lay next to me," so on and so forth, that I'll cut off that game.
It's time.
Yeah,
it's time.
Time for you to be either the big spoon or a little spoon. Which one?
That's one thing my wife do too. Like, if I'm playing the game, like she'll come sit next to me and read her book or whatever like that. And then when she be like, she'll hit me with the one-liner. Like, babe, I'm about to go lay down.
You already know.
What she's saying is, we're about to go lay down.
Exactly. We about to go lay down. Exactly. Yeah. How How many of y'all been this one threw me the fuck off, right?
Women, you can't nag what you don't nurture. Like you can't be on his ass talking about he do this, that, and the third, and you nag him all the time. Do you nurture him? Like, do you come to him on an equal playing field and to equal the leverage? Like women, we are very combative with our words, and we can go from 0 to 100. We can be like, okay, then you play the game all goddamn day. Play with this.
My wife.
Like,
my wife is very, what's the best way I can put this? And it's something I tell her all the time. Her silence is just as loud as her voice.
Yeah, that sound. I can tell you one thing about.
My wife. Hold on, Dennis. While she don't nag me, she will go quiet.
I know. I've been around it. It's disgusting.
Damn.
We ain't gonna talk about you.
It's disgusting.
Cause I was there to witness one of your moments too. So chill out.
I'm not saying that shit. I'm just saying it's like it hurts. Like I've been around her silence before. I'm not.
Yeah, it's loud. Her silence is loud. It's loud, and that's another thing. As a husband, I've learned to nurture that silence.
Yeah, for sure.
To quiet that silence. Yeah. I don't have to argue with her. We don't yell at each other. When we argue, it's real passive. Like it's so horribly passive how we argue. Like it's real, don't get me wrong, but when we argue, it's just so passive because we're not gonna disrespect each other because she don't want to be disrespected and I don't want to be disrespected.
Facts.
She don't want me to put my hands on her. I don't want her to put her hands on me. When we argue on a level playing field. And we listen to each other. Because a lot of times when you argue with people, it's due to a disagreement. And a lot of times you might be wrong as fuck. So you have to be willing not only to anger slow, but to apologize fast.
A lot of people are not accountable as well.
Oh, accountability is.
Accountability is the first part of an argument because y'all obviously not agreeing on nothing.
One of the arguments I had was I came in the house, went straight upstairs to the bed, took my shoes off while I was on the bed. You know, you can't have your outside clothes on the bed. Yeah, I didn't know that because I didn't know that was a situation. That was a big argument. So from then on, I used to just take my shit off at the door. Shoes, everything, go take a shower, then get my ass in bed. They're not letting you on the bed. Same bed you bought. Get in that motherfucking bed with your outside clothes.
Women's skin is very sensitive, so you have to be careful of what you bring into the bed. Yes.
I'm just gonna ignore that. I ain't gonna say nothing crazy.
Hey man, so
first time doing
y'all gonna say I've been with some crazy hoes. I ain't gonna say
I know her. That was your first time.
So basically, I feel like based on the conversation, we all agree that being more modern is better today than it was back then, but we all still hold on to our traditional values.
Absolutely.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say
I'm not Dennis. Dennis is who the fuck he gonna be.
No, I'm just gonna say I'm more traditional, but I'm opening up. That's what I'm gonna say.
I feel like your traditional values will always be there because that is your primal instinct. That shit's always gonna be, man. Like I'm gonna protect.
You kind of like keep certain things there, like in your relationship. Like, all right, black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
I'm gonna protect my family. I'm gonna try to provide as much as I can for my children.
Right.
These are things that are instilled in me.
Yeah. Because I was about to say our traditional values
y'all never got to me with the question of how does that affect you raising your kids the way you were raised. Y'all never asked me that question.
No, we ain't asking you that.
I was gonna ask
you.
No, we did get off. We did get off topic.
Traditional to us, though. You know, like as Black people, we have our own tradition traditions that we pass on from generation to generation. I mean, we've obviously uncovered the generational secrets, that has been quietly unkept. All those shit, we are the generation that took the veil off that shit. And we made our own traditions, mixed it and modernized a lot of it. So I agree. Like our traditional values as a culture, as Black people, that we stick by, that we teach our young Black women and young women. But the ones that Google said wasn't shit. Like,
right. Google Siri made that up. But Thatch, you know what? You got the floor. I don't even want to show my face when you say this shit here.
Nah, you'll be surprised what my answer is.
Okay.
I'm always keeping.
I'm ready.
I wasn't always the best dad, and I've said that before. I was young, still chasing the dream. You know what I'm saying? My daughter doesn't remember me not being there, but my son does. And it's gotten to a point with him where it seems like I am buying his love.
oh.
But he's a kid. You know what I'm saying?
How old is he?
He just turned 11 a couple days ago.
My son's 11.
Crazy. But
Happy
thanks. So it's gotten to a point where it's like I'm buying things just because I feel guilty. And I know eventually that'll end, but this is me. This is my way of showing, like, look, I'm here. You know what I mean? And I know that's not the best way to do it, but that's my way of doing it right now until I can figure out what the other answer is. Or until he's ready to come to me and talk. My daughter, oh, I love you, Daddy. Da-da-da-da. My son is like, you want to give me that new Xbox? And so it's like, all right. That's my hill to die on because I wasn't there. Every action you have, for every bad action, you have a consequence. And I feel like that's the consequence right now. I'm on the ride with it. So, but I don't hit ever.
Yeah.
I don't do it. I don't pop them. None of that shit. Like, I don't believe in that. Like, that shit does nothing but instill fear.
Yeah, I do.
Fear turns into resentment.
For sure.
So
resentment turns into one of those schools getting fucked.
Turns into evil.
Resentment into some generational shit, and then when he have his kids, he be like, I don't want to be like my fucking ass daddy. They ain't do that.
That's what you say, but then you sit back and you think about it like, oh, I can say this. I don't know about y'all, but I can say this about myself. I came up pretty good, so fuck out. What the fuck?
And you still came out a nut ass nigga. No, I'm just joking.
Listen.
Just kidding.
Listen, let me tell you something. It took me to get grown and have more experiences to understand the way my father raised me. Do I agree? I would say yes, and I would say no. Because I would say yes, because he did what he could to instill, I don't want to say the fear, but the understanding that it's some bullshit out here. But I will also say no, because the extent in which he went with it was definitely over the top. But I understand.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I had a conversation with my mother a couple of days ago. And the shit kind of put a lot of things into perspective with me. Because y'all know the story. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Yeah,
no, I'm just
she
joking.
don't. But if she hear the story, she ain't gonna drink that wine or something.
It's just long, but I'm not gonna tell. So if you want to talk, we can talk.
Don't eat off none of the dishes at his house. Is all I'm gonna say.
Fuck you, Lowe's.
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh. No, man. Let me get off camera. Hold the fuck up. Don't say shit.
Listen. His upbringing is definitely pretty much like ours.
Oh, okay.
He's one of us. One of us.
My mother was a streetwalker. It's just what it is. She was a prostitute. That's just what it is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when it came down to it, I asked her, I'm looking like, yo, like, what happened? And she says, you know, drugs and just bad decisions. I was young. I got to remember, she was 15 when I had her. Well, I mean, when she had me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that, when mixed with drugs and her still wanting to be young, so on and so forth, getting in relationships with bad dudes, and then that turned her sour toward the streets, and she couldn't trust anybody, so that means she started robbing and stealing from, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know, downward spiral. Yeah. But she said, one thing that I did instill in you is your will to survive. She said, I gave you everything that I could give you at that moment. Whether it was wrong or right, whether it's by hook or by crook, you're going to make it. Yeah. I know I can throw you somewhere and you'll be able to be okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Whether it's legal or illegal.
Yeah. One of the conversations my wife and I had, and it gets like, these are conversations we have a lot, actually, is about our upbringing. And what we came to the conclusion of is that not all parents teach their children what to do, how to do. A lot of us were taught what not to do and how not to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which still puts us in a position of, well, what the fuck do I do then?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the answer always ends up being anything but that shit.
Yeah. No, for real. Yeah.
So tradition over modern, man. I love it. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. This has been a very long episode of the What's Next podcast. We out this bitch.
Thanks out, Dennis.
God bless.